In terms of target applications,
Yeah.
where do you see this kind of being deployed?
Well, we've got a case study at the moment with a museum.
Museum?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so
I haven't heard that
museum.
yet. Okay.
They're using it primarily to look after their displays. So they want to measure light, temperature, moisture.
So it's Eamon from IP Exchange. We're at Hardware Pioneers Max, and I'm with Natasha from Green Custard.
Hello.
So they have a LoRa kit here, I believe, which hilariously Green Custard and a Raspberry Pi and a rack with 3172. So Natasha, can you tell us a bit more about what's going on here?
Sure. So the idea behind the LoRaWAN starter kit was to make it easier for people who want to use LoRaWAN in their products. So our kit comes with hardwired connectivity to AWS IoT Core.
Okay.
So all of that setup's built into it. So people who want to use LoRa in their products, it's all ready to go. We've got the gateway. We can offer sensors. The company who makes the sensors that we use do 500 plus types of sensor.
Oh, excellent.
So whether you want to measure temperature or light or carbon in the atmosphere,
Oh, nice.
whatever you're doing, we've got the LoRaWAN kit here, connects to the gateway, that connects to a dashboard, so you can see that data in a more useful way, in an interpretable way, to get your information out of it and to develop your products more quickly.
Cool. So in terms of, I mean, obviously IoT, but in terms of target applications, where do you see this kind of being deployed?
Well, we've got a case study at the moment with a museum.
Museum? Oh, okay.
So
I haven't heard that
museum.
yet. Okay.
They're using it primarily to look after their displays. So they want to measure light, temperature, moisture.
Yeah, that's a good
To
shout.
look after their
Yeah.
displays, to manage their smart building.
Okay.
So they can make sure it's, the displays are looked after, they're in the right conditions and all of that. And they're also thinking of using it to measure flow through the building as people go through.
Okay.
Where are they stopping? Where are they looking? What are they interacting with? So they can get some really good customer insight that way. We've got another application where we've used it. A customer was using a Wi-Fi connection for their product. They had an 8-story building. They needed 3 hotspots per floor, so 24, and they were chaining them. So if one of them went down, they all went down.
Oh, series chaining.
Yep.
Damn, that's bad.
So we've replaced that now with one
Okay.
LoRaWAN gateway that serves the entire building.
Excellent.
And if anything goes wrong, you can connect to that remotely. We don't have to send an engineer out to drive all the way out to turn it on and off again. You can do all of that remotely.
Oh, cool. So in terms of if an engineer was looking to evaluate this technology, do they start with a kit and then would they try and make something smaller, or is it kind of get the kit and then that's what you deploy?
I mean, it would depend on the application you had in mind. So it's absolutely open to being made smaller. We sourced this case because it was a good fit for what we're doing, but there are smaller ones available. Our product manager, Neil, is fairly confident he can make it smaller if he needs
Yeah.
to.
I mean, I'm sure I can see there's space.
Yeah, and it it depends on the application.
Yeah.
So we're using this as like a starter kit somewhere to begin with. But if someone had a custom solution, or they thought, well, I don't want it to do that, I want it to do this, then absolutely, come and talk to us and we'll see what we can do, because there's so much opportunity in it.
And just for my own curiosity, is there like does this case have an IP rating or anything? Or does it have to be used inside or? Oh, IP67. Good.
Thank
Very
you very
good.
much, Neil.
Cool. Well, I think that's most of everything I wanted to ask. So I'll just say we're at Hardware Pioneers Max. Is it your first time here?
It is our first year at the show.
Cool. How are you finding it?
We're loving it, actually. We have been really busy all day, which is marvellous, much better than being quiet. But yeah, we're loving the show. We've had a lot of interest. We've met a lot of really interesting connections. So I think we'll probably be back next year.
Good. I think it's meant to be even bigger next year.
Yeah,
so,
they're moving into the main hall out front, so it's going to be even bigger.
Cool. Well, that was Green Custard.
Very
Check
nice
him
to
out.
meet you.
So, that was the last of our coverage from Hardware Pioneers Max 2023. Fantastic show. And, I mean, come on, I had to go out with Green Custard, which features a Raspberry Pi. It's just the perfect dessert pun. And 2024 apparently is going to be double the size in a slightly different part in the same venue. So we're really, really looking forward to it. It's growing to be one of the best embedded shows in the UK. As for Green Custard itself, great product. So cool to see the Raspberry Pi Pico board and the Rack 3172 as part of the project. And you can read about everything mentioned just now on the IP Exchange board. Yeah. On the IP Exchange board page. So stick around, we've got content from EDS and Make Fair Rome to come. It's going to be very, very interesting.
Hey, yo, where my engineers at?